Hi, I'm Eric Grant. In this tutorial video, I'm going to show you how you can bend awning track with a flange using a heat gun. This is an example, say if we had gone out to a boat and we patterned for a curve. Obviously we didn't do that, but you would do it on pattern material like this. And then you would cut this out and transfer it to, say, a piece of cardboard. So let's cut it out and I'll show you how we do that. We'll transfer this to a piece of cardboard. So now I'm just going to take a marker and we're going to mark it on a piece of cardboard. Doesn't have to be totally accurate, we just want to get the general curve. We're going to bend awning track flanged, and this will actually bend pretty well. Take some awning rope, this will help to keep it from collapsing, and obviously you don't want to use some scrap because it will melt, and we've used this before, and put it in the area that you're going to bend. Okay, so we're going to bend it right here. It's easier to bend a short track than it is a long track. We want to heat the area that we plan on bending all the way to this point. If you bend just one area, then it's going to bend, and then it won't bend in this radius area. And have some tools, usually some screwdrivers. I like to have a tool that kind of fits in the track. I'm not sure I'll use this, but just in case I need to open up the track, this fits in almost equal to the track from the manufacturer. Use a heat gun and get a second helper. I've got Bill here and I've got some gloves on. He's got some gloves that aren't so good. They have rubber, but hey, that's all we had on hand. These are better. So I'm going to heat the track up. This part has to expand. This part has to shrink. So this part's going to collapse in two spots and that has to expand. That one expands pretty well. So we got to heat this whole radius area here, and it'll become pliable eventually. Now you can overheat it as well, so you have to be careful of that. I'm going to heat this side, I'm going to turn it over, I'm going to heat this side, I'm going to heat the back side. And if you do this outside and it's cold, it will not work. If you do it outside and it's warm, it'll work fine. And it's starting to become pliable. I can feel it already. Further this way? Yep. Expand my distance so that it bends all along the radius. I'm going to slow down a little bit to get it. All right, let's see if this will do it. I'm going to turn that off. And Bill, you grab that side. Let's see if we can bend this. No, we still got to go more. So it's got to be heated up more. Let's do it. Probably going to go slower with the heat gun just to get it hotter. We're going to film all of this just to show you how long it takes. Maybe a little bit boring, but it is kind of magical when it happens. It's almost like roasting a pig. Oh yeah, look at that, it's starting to bend now. Let's see if we got it. Oh yeah, it's getting there. So Bill's side's a little bit hotter. So I got to heat up this side over here. Yeah, getting there. Isn't that cool? This is why it takes two people. I'm sorry, am I burning you? I think that's going to be good as far as getting the radius. Now I'm going to help build. I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to hold this side on the line, and we're going to let it cool a little bit. Now we're still going to have to mess with the track. It's going to not stay exactly where we want it. Keep that in there. Yeah. Look at that, we are seriously close. And the track on the inside looks pretty good, but we can heat that up again. And I'll probably tape this in place once we get the curve right. Man, that's pretty good. It'll become rigid. That's why we're holding it in place. And then we'll inspect the opening here. So now let's pull out the awning rope, and notice it moves very nicely. And let's take a look at the track. And it is a little bit collapsed here, but it did move nicely, and it's a little bit off of the surface here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use some tape here, because we want to hold this shape, and I'm going to tape it to our cardboard here. And I'm still going to use my second helper, Bill, because we're going to try to work this out. We're going to heat this area up. So let's put this so we don't lose that shape.
There's still one down there.
Yep. Okay. So I'm going to heat this up, and I've got some tools here. We got a wrench and we have some screwdrivers. We're only going to heat this one area that we want to have sit down and maybe open up a little bit. I don't mind it being closed, but I'd rather it be a little bit open. And see how it's starting to fly already? I'm going to move the heat gun because Bill's able to move it. It's probably enough to be able to be applied and worked down. Yeah, there. Bill's already moving it down. Look at that. Now just hold her there for a little bit, Bill, until it cools down. Don't open it too much. Close it a little bit. Yeah. Man, that's going to be sweet. I'm going to close this to a teeny bit. And once this cools down, it's going to be perfect. It's almost too hot to touch. That's why I'm using a screwdriver. Bill's holding it down. I'm closing it up. And this is going to be beautiful. We'll show you what it's like when it cools down. Okay, so here's our brand new awning rope. And here's our curve after it's cooled down. And look at that. It slides beautifully. Goes around the radius nicely, holds in well. That's how you bend awning track with a flange, and it is beautiful. This is a 3M VHB 4950. It's a 1/2 inch wide, and it's a 5-yard roll that I got off the internet. Sailrite currently does not stock it, though in the future we may. It is a foam VHB tape, and it's excellent for awning track applications. It's not a bad idea to use alcohol on a rag or on a pad and clean both surfaces that you're going to be applying the VHB tape to. Now the VHB tape is a 1/2 inch, at least the one we bought, and this flange is a little bit, as you can see, it's a little bit bigger than a 1/2 inch. And so I'm only going to apply it on the flange side, and that's really enough. If you'd want, you can apply it to both sides, but you really only need it on this side where the flange is. Beauty of the 3M tape is that you can apply it all down this length. You can apply the track to your surface exactly where you want it. Then you can come back and drill and use your mechanical fasteners, your screws, right through the drill hole. And this 3M tape provides an excellent seal for your track. So even with the VHB 4950 mounted here, if your awning track is mounted up like this and rainwater can go in here, we recommend a bead of caulk up here. Now, if it's vertically mounted here, you don't necessarily have to have a bead of caulk here, or obviously underneath here, because rainwater is not going to gather here. Now, if this is on a ceiling, let's say like this, no bead of caulk is necessary because no rainwater is going to be gathering underneath the track. So that's our recommendation for awning track. You'd still use mechanical screws as we've talked about before, but you may want to caulk it to keep water from gathering in here like a cup.